Hi, folks, and welcome to the Sunday Morning Samoflange. I'm Matt.
I'm Benjamin.
Boom!
It's getting close to Halloween time.
It is. It's October.
And spooky stuff happens.
And in a little while, it'll be the Halloween times. We've talked about Halloween before. Actually, we had your sister on.
We did.
For
Last
Halloween
Halloween.
podcast.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, one thing I'm really
back.
interested in, you are from this area, have always lived here, and yet you say Halloween. Does your whole family say Halloween?
Oh, I don't know.
Because you just said it 3 times, I think.
What?
Halloween.
Halloween doing?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, with an A.
Halloween. Oh, you're right.
But I'm just curious.
I give it a flat A or something. Is it
Halloween.
Yeah.
Like it's hollow.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's hollow to me.
It's one of the most packed full, fun-sized holidays of all time.
I don't know. You said fun size to start thinking about candy
I know,
bars.
candy, get candy. And I agree. Kim was on here, and I talked about that last year. Yeah, get candy.
I heard a rumor on Deborah Drive. They used to give out like full candy bars.
Was it Deborah Drive or K Street?
Oh, was it K Street?
It was K Street.
K Street,
right? Or that's where they had the secret block party or something like that.
Full-size candy bar. That had the secret. That had the secret.
Look,
the K Street Halloween party.
I mean, you didn't tell every kid who gave out the full-size Snickers bar.
No, that was for you.
That was just for you and maybe like your best friend, something like that. Like, look, dude, go down to the house with the.
Can you even give out homemade candy apples now?
You can give it out, but they're not gonna. The parents aren't gonna let them eat it.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I guess.
If your kids go trick or treating and they come home with a candied apple that was clearly homemade, would you let your girls eat it?
I guess you can.
Lots of anthrax out there, but not really. We're just all afraid of it.
Yeah, we're all afraid of it.
That's the way the news
works. But back in the
works.
day, you could have done it.
I mean, I'm sure
people would have given you a candy apple.
I've probably eaten several of them.
Of course, that was back when people had the rumors that there was always razor blades. And
razor blades in the apples.
Yeah.
Right? What the heck?
Like, who would do that?
Why did everyone know about that?
Just to put a razor blade in an apple.
Why?
Why not just cut the kid when he just came up to you or something?
You think that's just
put barbed wire around
you think that's
the
a permanent urban myth that everyone's heard?
That's the urban myth
because of Hellraiser.
It was
maybe
that's where it came from.
I don't know. But
they ate it and they got a razor blade.
When did Hellraiser come out?
I don't know.
That feels like about the same time that should have happened
probably.
as that conversation. Yeah.
But the razor bladed candy.
But Halloween is such a wonderful holiday, and it, I think, has become a lot of people's favorite holiday. And isn't this a topic of a podcast, or did you just do this?
I did do the podcast.
Which one was your number one holiday?
Can you guess?
It's Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, you knew.
Yeah.
You knew.
And mine we would have had crossover on that if we'd have done that. Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've talked about Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes, we have.
It's great.
We have. Actually,
and how
one of my best Thanksgiving memories.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. But yes, Thanksgiving we are rare in that a lot of people don't like Thanksgiving.
I would now my
because
brother,
some family drama has happened at some point.
My brother is also a Thanksgiving #1 fan.
Really?
So there's 3 of us.
Okay. At least
he
3.
converted with me at the same time when he realized what I was saying about Thanksgiving. That is right, and it's just always been a great time.
Did y'all hear how he qualified that, ladies and gentlemen? He says, "Well, what I've always been saying about Thanksgiving, and I'm right, but."
I'm right. Well, no,
There's no arguing this point.
I was telling him why it was. He went, "Yeah, I think it's mine too," because he was thinking about all that I was saying about the holiday.
Yeah.
But
Halloween is pretty easily in the top 3.
Number 3
I would
for you
say. I don't know. Maybe yes.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't really give it a whole lot of thought.
I tell you what. Next time, let's do just all your top 5, your bottom 5, or just rank them all.
Why not?
Because I did half and half.
Oh,
we'll rank them all.
All right, we'll do that.
Well, next time we will. Okay. On another
Saturday
morning.
No,
not
we
yet.
can't do it again.
We
no,
cannot do that again.
Oh man.
By the way,
I
just
apologize.
out of curiosity, how long did you wait before you figured out that I was pulling your legs? Okay. Anyway, so we're talking about costumes here.
Yes.
Because this came up when last week we were doing prop replicas.
Right.
As I was looking up for it, I said, "Well, I want this costume." I went, "No, that's a costume." But I do want it.
Right.
It's a replica.
It's still a movie prop,
but then
not replica.
As I had 3 or 4 of these, I was like, no, we need to do this separately.
So
Halloween was coming up, and movie quality, top-notch costume is what you get.
That's the key.
Like it doesn't work if
if it's not the
you can have the top-notch Sam Raimi Spider-Man costume, but it doesn't shoot webs. Okay.
Oh, you're saying, it's not functional. It doesn't have to be functional
but it looks.
But it looks like it could be
quality.
coming off the movie set.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's like we talked about last week with the 501st, Vader's fist. Stuff. It looks real, but it's not going to shoot a blaster from the E11 or the whatever the Stormtrooper blaster is.
I'm going to say one crossover.
Really?
It's my turn.
Let's see. Look, you're right. You're right. No. I'm actually going to go 2.
Okay.
And it's absurd because we again have the most gigantic range to pull from.
It is a gigantic.
Because we're talking about movies, but at the same time, I don't know. It's really hard to assume that some of your list is going to be anything new or recent.
Ooh,
that's why I'm going 2.
You are
because
right.
I think that a lot of these stuff we talked a little bit about last week.
Holy cow.
How the Stan Winston School of Arts is such a world-renowned creature and prop studio.
Holy cow, you're right.
So I think a lot of the same stuff that we are impressed by now is some of the same stuff that we might be pulling these movie ideas from, or these costume ideas from.
Well done.
So I'm going to say 2. That's my deductive reasoning.
So
once we're going to have a big fat 0 on this one.
We'll see. Any honorable mentions?
Yes.
Go for it.
Star Trek, all of them. Any alien, I would want to be propped up and full on movie level quality gear. Almost anything, I think maybe but a Romulan. Romulans are dumb. You just got the bad haircut and the big shoulders.
Evil looking Vulcans.
Yeah, and when I say Romulans, I'm not talking about anything with Star Trek Picard at all. And I mean, it doesn't count, and I'm still not sold on the show, and I want to be so bad. Okay. Yeah, I know, I know.
I sent, a few weeks ago, I sent him the trailer for it. I said, be careful. My eyes started bleeding after I watched it.
And I'm not.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
I'm not. I watched it, but I'm not. I did. I'm just not swayed either way.
Didn't you want to just say, John DeLance, you're better than this?
No, I mean,
because I mean, to be honest, I always like to hear Mon Capitan.
I mean, that's beautiful. And that's the reason I'm going to watch it.
Him.
That's the reason. I like him as a person and as an actor.
And I'm like, but no.
We'll see. We will see. And that's the thing with Picard. With Picard season 1, what?
Q blinks and goes, this isn't your reality.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And then takes him back. And
I know.
So season 1 never happened.
I didn't know if you wanted to save it for when it comes out and we want to do a podcast on it or not.
We'll do that. If they do that, save the series.
Mm-hmm. They could.
But they're not. They're not.
Come on, man! Don't kill it before I
saw that awful trailer. Okay, so what other ones?
That was my honorable mention. Like I would love to be love to be made up as like a Ferengi or a Klingon or any of the really eccentric, like an Andorian. The big ones that have lots of like you got to spend time in the makeup. The Romulan is like wig, big shoulders, done. And eyebrows, whatever. I guess Vulcans are kind of the same way, like just big eyebrows, big hair, big ears. You're done. But any of the absurd looking aliens,
you want to sit next to you want to have a Jeffrey Combs makeover.
I do want to have a Jeffrey Combs style makeover. I want to sit next to Quark as he's getting all Armin Shimmerman. I want to sit and have the makeup chair 4-hour time with him talking about that stuff.
Great stuff.
And I want to see what it feels like to have it all peeled off, like after it's been on there.
Feels great.
I don't know.
You're like, oh,
it's like, oh, finally, I can breathe. But I don't know. It's not like the old days when the Wizard of Oz and they nearly killed the Tin Man.
That's right.
It's new and actors have rights.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
All right, so. My honorable mentions. I have 3.
3 honorable mentions.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I do have it. I have too many on the list, so
I have another honorable mention.
I do. Yes.
All right.
Which is kind of the same vein, actually, as the starter, because it's an Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings, like the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings. I want to be one of the big dudes with like solid black, huge. I kill the halfling. I want to be one of those dudes. That would be super cool costume, I think.
Nice go. Yeah.
I know you're not a fan of those movies.
No, I'm not, but I'm trying to think would I want something from the books. I don't have time for that. All right, so Miyagi-Do karate gi.
Miyagi-Do. With like the
bonsai
tree on the back. Okay,
yeah, I think that's honorable mention.
Nice.
You said Star Trek. I say Stargate uniform.
Nice.
I saw one at Gen Con on YouTube.
Was it
a few weeks
obscure?
ago.
Where you were like, hey!
No. She was running the Stargate RPG booth, and she had her own jacket with the Stargate emblem. I was like, it was a little shoddy, but just made me think, wait, you can make a professional one. That's awesome.
Fantastic.
And then the other one, and this is the one that started this list,
Uh-oh.
even though it got bumped
bumped to number 6.
Yeah, it got bumped to number 6, the Rocketeer.
Oh, wow.
And here's the funny thing. You got to wear a mask when you go everywhere because people don't want to see your face. But I thought, wouldn't it be great to walk in there with a Rocketeer mask and the jetpack and just go for some Cheerios real quick? And then try to take off in the jetpack and go, oh. And then
man, out of gas.
And then pay for it, but pat your pockets down like, this thing ain't got packets. And then have them unstick the bubble gum on the back of your jetpack to pull out a $5 bill to pay for the Cheerios.
How fun.
And say,
you're right.
And say, keep the change.
Look,
and then go off.
You could have some really great con moments with that. I'm sure people have.
I'm sure people have done the Rocketeer. But that was just that. And by the way, talk about classic. I mean, that movie looks beautiful. It still looks beautiful.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
It's got the blue screen, stuff.
Sure.
But
so does the Goonies.
Just as the look and the feel, and it opens. The movie opens up as the bay doors are opening up. The credits will just kind of part this way. Yeah. So it's really not well done.
That's
anyway.
Cool.
All right, so number 5.
People always, what I meant to say that last week when we were talking about movie props and such, is people forget about that horrible scene in the Goonies where they had the green screen in, like when he's holding up the doubloon, he's like, the rock, the lighthouse, they all match the doubloon, and it's like straight up green screen behind him, and it's so bad. But like that's Cannon Beach. I've been to Cannon Beach, and that was the other thing I was thinking is that have the pirate ship, because that's one of the things I wanted was the ship. Like I'd park it right there next to the rock and just keep best tourist attraction ever. Anyway, that's all I want to say with that.
Number 5,
top 5 movie quality Halloween costumes for me is Robocop.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I want the full on. We were talking about
special.
Clearly, not the gun that would shoot through genitals with just a blink of an eye, but I want the leg that pops open
with the gun
to let you. The holster leg thing. Yeah. I would want to do the Peter Weller Robocop, of course, for sure. That was my number 5.
That would be great.
Isn't that a great?
That'd be great.
I just walk around, really, have the red dot back and forth, and do the really stiff walk.
Now, this is what we
dead or alive. You're coming with me.
It's funny because I'm thinking about walking around cons like that with this too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about. Wow.
Oh yeah, really?
Seriously, that's what I'm thinking about. All of these, I'm like, it'd be cool to walk around.
And I've been to a lot of cons. I've never seen a Robocop before. Have you?
Never seen a Robocop.
So,
no.
I mean, I'm sure that's an intricate, hardcore, like that's got to be tough to get right. Because it's got to be all shiny and nice. Because if it's dull, it's not going to work.
Yeah. No, that's true. My number 5 is Batman.
Okay.
Hold on. 70s Batman. This is the blue mask, blue cape, gray suit, yellow belt, yellow thing. This is the comic book.
Yes.
Version,
okay. Yes, I'm with you now.
I don't see that. I see the Adam West.
You're right.
I see the Michael
Keaton.
There's
Adam West and Michael Keaton. And the brand new stuff.
The comic book.
Interesting.
One from the one that I loved.
The blue.
He's got the blue. I mean, I think his eyes are, the eye area is black.
Well, you can do that.
It's a little black thing, but the hood and points blue, the cape's blue, it's black underneath. It's got the red, yellow belt.
I've seen some really great costumes with the eyes where you can do that. It look like a cartoon.
Well, today with the colored shades that they do, you could do the shades like that too, but it would do the white eyes that look menacing.
I have not seen that either.
I've never seen that, and that to me is classic comic book Batman.
Somebody get on that.
And I'd want to do it.
Do you think that's really interesting? Because it's we're talking about cons, and it started with Comic Con. And how have we not seen a comic version?
Like I said, if it's out there, I've never seen it.
Right.
But the thing is, though, I would want it. I would want it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would want it
for sure.
No,
I'm interested if somebody in the comments wants to send us a link to some of these. Like, hey. Or of a picture, if you have a picture of a con you've been to, like I really would love to see somebody at a convention dressed up as RoboCop or my number 4, which is the Predator.
Do you remember John Stepp's Predator outfit that Amy made him?
No.
One year?
No, but Amy is one of the most creative, wonderful people I've ever met in my life.
You need to talk to Amy. She made when I saw it, I was like, what are you wearing?
Did the mouth work?
That is the most. Well, he had it was the mask.
Yes.
Just the helmet mask with the dreadlocks.
It's funny that
he had the claws.
You put in the qualifier at the beginning of this podcast, like it doesn't work, but
well, yeah.
But everything I'm thinking of has moving parts.
And you know what? You could, because I've seen a functional Iron Man in a way.
What?
One he had the face mask that popped up.
Oh, that's pretty slick.
He'd press something, it'd come back down.
Nice.
He had a little motor in the mask.
I mean,
and of course LED lights for the.
I know that there are kits that you can buy for stuff like that nowadays, and I'm just talking about me doing it. Like I've never dressed up like the Predator before. I've never dressed up like a Robocop. I'm sure these things exist, but I would like to play the character inside it as well. Like the actor in me wants to walk around like I'm Robocop, and or the Predator hunting the alien somewhere, or chasing down John Rambo or somebody else.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome.
Every character. Awesome. That's what's beautiful. You talk about Alien crossover and Predator crossover. Like if you're dressed up as Alien or Predator at Comic-Con, you can chase. You can kill everybody. You can kill any hero. Yeah. Anybody who's dressed up as a hero. You're like Captain Hammer, get over here.
Batman. Crossover with you.
Batman versus Predator. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Come on.
My number 4 is kind of cliche. Is it the only cliche one?
Are you ashamed of this one?
It's wild because but it has to come with all the equipment too. Ghostbusters.
Okay.
I know I've seen them before because there's just like the 501st. There are Ghostbusters.
I'm already surprised that we don't have crossover, but that was one that I could. All of these are some that I could see.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Because I know someone who created his own pack that makes the noise, sings the music. Oh, I know 2 hardcore Ghostbusters fans,
full on,
and
proton packs.
He's made all this stuff.
Wow.
Like it's 501st quality.
Wow,
it's amazing.
Is there a 501st equivalent?
Yes.
Of
they're Ghostbusters Pittsburgh,
something.
Ghostbusters New Orleans,
no
Ghostbusters.
Kidding.
There are some.
That's
now
fantastic.
They're way lower than, of course, the 501st Star Wars.
Sure.
But the thing is, though, they are out there, and they will show you how to build your own pack and everything, and how to make it look like this.
That's so cool.
To get. And he showed me. I said, "Oh, that's really neat. I thought it was a prop." He went, "Yeah, watch." And he flipped it on, and it started making the noise. I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" And it started lighting up and everything. I was like, "Wait, what?" And you can shoot it, and it makes the noise.
No way.
There's another switch on it that can play the. I was like, "Shut up."
This is just. It keeps getting better.
It's amazing. When he opens up the trap, does a big flashlight come out? Big floodlight.
Of course.
I'm sure it does. But I'd want all that.
That's magnificent. And how great would it be to have 3 of your best friends all do it with you or something?
It would be great. It would be great. And say, one side, move, please. And then go after some kid that looks like Casper.
What?
That's also what I have. I have one of my little girls dressed up as Casper and start running down the aisle, and us going after Casper.
Just maniacally chasing him down the hallway.
The friendly ghost, taking him down. Maybe kicking and screaming as we take him away. That'd be a great image of the Comic-Con. I love how we both thought about Comic-Cons when we made it this list.
That's fantastic.
Even though we did it for like a Halloween type trick-or-treat thing, but it's really just about Comic-Cons.
But could you imagine taking any of these costumes trick-or-treating?
Oh, to be
holy smokes.
I would go trick as a full-grown adult.
Are you kidding me?
They say, "Are you serious?" And I turn on the pack and go,
"What do you mean, are
candy?
You serious?"
Or I'll cross the streams, lady. Okay. All right, so what is number 3?
No. All right, Matt.
Go ahead.
What was Tom Cruise's first movie?
Was it Cocktail?
Legend.
Oh, was it Legend?
Yes,
really?
Sir. Yes, sir. Who did Tim Curry play in Legend?
Shut up.
I want to play that giant devil.
Up.
Hell yeah.
The big horns.
That's the costume that I want.
Whoa.
That's the scary ass devil version that I would like. Wow. He was like, Tim Curry was like 8 feet tall with the horns, 10 feet tall, probably hooves.
That was
the whole
stills.
Big, stills and everything. And that unbelievable voice that he's got that's so awesome. Perfect. And the teeth. And the angry, like the built-in angry eyebrows that he had, like he had a permanent, like I hate everything because he's Satan, you know.
Yeah,
so, like,
me and my Ghostbusters would come around the corner, scream and run.
Could you imagine coming around the corner and being face to face with that? So
awesome.
that one was honestly a pretty close number one for me.
How about just answering the door with that on? Say,
oh my God.
How about the treats?
There is no light without darkness. And then kill the lights.
Start laughing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, the cosplay opportunities are priceless, endless.
I really need to get with Amy about this one because I am serious about getting this one done.
This is where I think our first crossover is going to be right here.
Oh, you know what?
Feel it in my bones.
Yeah, no, it won't be because it won't because this is the Riddler.
Oh.
This is
we're close, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But please tell me all about it.
This is folks. This is comic book Riddler.
Comic
all
Riddler.
The little black question
None
marks.
of this Jim Carrey nonsense.
Not the Jim Carrey. The little black question marks all over him. I think he did have a purple belt, and he has a black mask.
Black mask.
You know, just a little eye mask
and a big grin.
Yeah, big grin. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what I want to do. No, not the suit.
Not the
suit wearing one. Not the derby wearing one. He's nice too.
Got it.
But the one I want is the old comic book one with all the little question marks. Now I'm pretty sure that Amy can do this.
Oh.
Because it's not that hard. But I want to get her to do one for me next time we go to another Comic-Con. Because here's what I plan to do.
Oh.
I plan to be the Riddler, obviously.
Okay.
But
I'm with you so
only
far.
on a Saturday when it's the busiest.
Morning.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Sorry. Saturday morning.
Do it again.
When it's the busiest.
But Saturday when it's the busiest.
Where?
But on Friday.
Busiest where? Where are we talking
about?
The con.
Saturdays.
Okay. Yes.
So I'm going to go on a Friday. I'm going to say to some of these booths that don't get much traffic, maybe some artists, maybe some cartoonists that don't get much, and say, hey, look, I'm dressing up as the Riddler tomorrow, and I'd like you to be clue number 7, clue number 6, clue number 5, 4, 3, 2,
my
whatever
word.
it is. And all you have to do is because you can buy business cards, a big stack of them for
nothing.
$10 or $500 or whatever. Okay, so I give them a card, I give them a stack. I say you are clue number 5. Blah 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 blah. Now they just have to talk to you.
That's it.
You get traffic.
You just have to give them the card.
I'm going to bring traffic to your booth, but you can either hide the card like in your portfolio and say, hey, look through my portfolio, and then stick the card in there so they can see the card.
Man.
And then stick another one. And then
any graphic artist would be thrilled to have that, I think.
Because that brings traffic to their
table. And you have to look through the portfolio to see it.
And they'll play along.
Yeah.
And they'll play along, so they get the clue. Now, at the end, we'll make it nice. We'll make a $100 Amazon gift card or something where they can get something, or whatever. Or I can talk to the Comic-Con and say, hey, look, can I get 2 tickets?
Get them to pitch
for
in
next year.
Like
I don't know if they do that.
Free commission or something from each artist.
Something like
whatever.
that.
It doesn't matter. Something good.
But also, the comic book artists can also make their own rules too. Say,
course.
hey, look, I'll also give you a bonus. Now you found the Riddler's clue, so now you get a $5 off my table.
That's magnificent.
Or something like that. So it brings traffic to them. Plus, it makes a game out of being at, because once you go to Comic-Con, you go to the booth you want, then there's nothing else to do until you wait for, we got a reading at this one. Well, why not take some time and play a game?
I totally disagree with that
Riddlers.
because I have never been bored at a Comic-Con.
No. Toward the end.
I follow what you're saying.
Or in the middle, you're waiting an hour because that next speech is for another hour.
Because you got to get in line for,
true.
Mark Hamill to come over.
Get in line, because they won't let you, a lot of them won't let you stand in line until X amount of time before. But anyway, it would be fun to go around and start doing this thing.
It would be
now,
great.
The Riddler, I'm the one that gives the first clue to everyone, and then it sends them on their merry way.
Nice.
And it will be hidden either at one special spot, that will have the prize,
the final,
and then a bunch of you're too late Riddler cards. But at least you played the Riddler's game.
Yeah.
Come back for a signature. Track me down for a signature, showing me this card that you completed it.
That's pretty slick.
So you're still a super sleuth. You just weren't the first one. Batman beat you to it or something. But
I love it. Oh my gosh!
See, that's my idea for a Comic-Con.
There's endless stuff you could do with that for sure. As big of a Batman fan as you are too, you have all of the lore you could pull from.
And that could be a number 1. These next 3 could all be interchangeable as a number 1. So
really,
but that's how much I love this idea.
So that was your number 3.
That's number 3. What's your number 2?
Oh, wow, are we already at number 2? Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
So my number 2 is also green from head to toe, and is our favorite Christmas movie of all time.
The Hulk. I'm kidding. I couldn't help it.
Spot on. First try. Wow. It's just, I thought I had you for a second.
I'm telling you.
I think that I would need I would and need to channel all of my Jim Carreyness for all of the Grinch all day long, and I would adore every second of it. I would be gleeful in that costume. Gleeful.
You just bumped that one to number 4 on my list because that is an excellent pick.
Could you imagine? And I got to see
I would love that.
A glimpse of the actor who did it at or the actor in the suit, in the Hollywood suit at Warner Brothers theme park. What is it?
Universal Studios.
Universal owns Warner Brothers, right?
Or
wonderful. Something.
Yeah.
And I got the beauty of it is I came around the corner, I saw the Grinch doing his bit for a few people and was just being really sneaky. And I think I told you this on the podcast once before, but like we made eye contact and he saw me and I saw him and we both kind of froze and he's like, like that. And he reacted with me like from like 30 feet away, but he reacted and stayed totally in character. And then I just turned to say, look, it's the Grinch, and we made eye contact, and he's, whatever. And I turned around, and he was high-stepping his ass out of there, just like Jim Carrey, walking around like, and it was gone around the corner, and that was it. But perfect, like I had just really, because the thing is with the Grinch, is like he's an urban myth to the Who's, like, he's up on Mount Crumpet, no one really sees him, but if you do, it's just for a glimpse. That was
he's
the moment
for the taste of Who flesh.
That was the moment I had. I got to see him just enough to like convince the urban, or to keep the urban legend going, because I would have gone down screaming Grinch to all my friends, and that was it. But it was so good. It looked so real. And it was so perfect.
I got to have a Grinchmas.
Did you?
At
Universal Studios?
A Grinch breakfast.
Please tell me about it.
A Grinchmas.
You got green eggs and ham and everything?
Yes. Green eggs and ham. All these kooky contraptions. He came around, made fun of everyone.
Fully in character.
Fully in character. Stayed longer with the kids, which I approve.
I do too.
Me and Megan didn't have any kids. Wonderful. But he talked to us for a little bit and then went back to the children because that's what's the most important.
Right.
But I wanted to spend all my time with him.
Magnificent.
In fact, I want to be him when I grow up.
Could you imagine being in that suit, though? Like, how easy would it be for you and me?
There is no one at Disney World I would want to be more than the Grinch.
Darth Vader or the Grinch?
The Grinch.
Absolutely.
There's
without question.
There's the Jedi instructor at the little example, or the Indiana Jones
Forget that guy.
Man.
Get out of here.
No, I would want to be the Grinch. I would want to be the Grinch, and if that's all I got to be, just the Grinch for a day. But we went to the Grinchmas thing, and it was top to bottom. They had a Grinch show, which was great. Everything was great.
Fantastic.
So
it's worth it. It was worth taking the time to do it.
I felt like I was the Whoville cheer a lot. What's his name? The cheer champion.
Oh, the champion of cheer,
or the champion of cheer. Yes, I felt like I was.
Or what is it? The chairman? What is it?
I can't remember. The chair of cheer.
How do we?
The chair of cheer.
The chair of cheer.
I felt like I was riding around the chair.
The holiday cheermeister.
Cheermeister, man. I felt like I was the cheermeister for one day. I mean, it was a day. I mean, this is not fudge. What is it? So great. So great. That's a great one. That's a great one. Solid number 4. Solid.
I am straight up resisting.
Dang, that is a good one.
Even getting started on this podcast because I know we got more to go, and we will spend the entire time, like, we have to save that for at least a couple more months because we're only at Halloween, and we gotta save it a little bit closer to Christmas, perhaps.
Oh no! It's gonna happen a day after Thanksgiving. We'll do it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
It's gonna happen.
So anyway,
right,
I'm restraining. I'm withholding right now. I'm keeping it all in.
If anyone doesn't know, that's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And
of all time, period.
Because I've seen it a lot with him as well. I've watched it every year since it came out. So this will be 21 years in a row.
21 times in a row.
And I will not stop. So and by the way, I always laugh. I always.
Oh my gosh! Every time.
All right. So my number 2. This may be crossover. Now that I think about it. I don't think.
I've gotten through all 4.
Ready?
And mine. Oh no, it's not gonna be.
Maybe you forgot. I don't know. Maybe you don't care about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Jim Henson costume.
Oh my!
Maybe you don't care. Maybe you like hate
gracious.
the Jim Henson costumes because I friggin' love them. And to be one of those in one of those costumes that do exist.
That's 2 in a row that you've had that I've been like. The beauty of a group, like the Ghostbusters as a group,
but can you
imagine Turtles as a group?
Now, sadly,
how easy would it be to be in that character?
Tall for a turtle.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, the turtles in the movies were
short,
but we have to be about the same size, so you have to be a turtle with me.
So we got to get Brad.
Yeah, it needs to be. I would be the shortest turtle.
You could be Michelangelo.
6'3", I'd be the shortest turtle. But
you were Raphael, so you liked it.
But to be honest, oh man, can you imagine being in those Jim Henson turtle outfits? I mean,
and we got to see that movie just last year, 2 years ago.
Theaters. It was fantastic.
In the movie theater, and it was great.
So good.
Mm-hmm. That would
so good. But that is my.
That would be another one that would be just like the Grinch. Is that I would just so easily slip right into character, and the Turtles, same thing. Like it wouldn't even be a challenge at all.
We'd have to have someone dressed as the Shredder.
No. You'd say Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
And it would
pork
rind, and it wouldn't get old. Like I would do it. Every other person I saw, anyone who out of earshot, I would do it again.
You're right.
Oh man, I would do the whole movie. That's fantastic.
What is number one?
I guess I was still on. Okay, so because we're talking about Halloween costumes, and we also were talking about creature and props and things like that from the last week's episode with Stan Winston.
So, yes.
Yeah, so I actually had the Queen Alien from Aliens as my number one. That would be the number one thing. Who cares? You know why? Because everybody get the hell out of my way.
That's right.
Because I'm coming, and there's nothing to stop it.
Push you out on your nest.
And no, it's nothing. And here's the reason here's honestly the reason that it came into my mind, and it was the first thing that came to my mind, because I've been to Seattle, and the Sci-Fi Hall of Fame museum up there that's right underneath the Space Needle. Have you ever been there before?
No, but I know where
they've got a lot of the props and movie replicas and stuff in there. And if you come around the corner, it's a dark room, and there's all this Star Trek stuff along the walls and all these things. They're like, oh, look, the phasers from Star Trek and all this stuff. And then you come around the corner, and boom, and there she is, staring you down, full 10 feet tall, and mouth open, and another mouth open, and another mouth, and whatever. And it
That's awesome.
Genuinely scared me as an adult. I'm like, wow. And it blew my mind, like how beautiful and scary and grotesque, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it. It was magnificent. And I've always thought since that moment, I'm like, if I could just walk around in this for a day, I would just blow my mind. That was my number one, because I came face to face with it. That's probably why it's my number one.
With an alien costume, what he did, this is so smart. He hid behind a black cover, and in front of him was like a mannequin, a puppet.
Yeah.
And he had the poles as its arms, and it could grab like this. And as he walked, his knees were attached to its knees, so it moved. He was like its shadow, but it was super thin, skeletal, and he could open its mouth too. He did something that could open his mouth. He could open his mouth and then stick out its little thing and go tunk. And I thought that was the creepiest.
Right.
I mean, now to be honest, all he could do was open and close fists and chunk. But the thing
all
is,
you need.
It looked, as he was walking, you didn't see the big black hump behind underneath the shadow. You saw this. He put the focus on that. I thought that was so creative.
Genius.
So there's ways you can do things you could be in the little egg sack controlling the queen. And she's moving around too. There's a lot of options. I like that. I really do like that one.
I think that'd be the most, because I was thinking scary too. Like I wanted to be scary with the Halloween costumes. I don't like scary movies like Hellraiser and stuff like that. And the grotesque stuff and everything. Even the movie I'm in, I'm not really a huge fan of. Like it's not really my genre. But I like being scared from random stuff.
My number one is one that I remember I got with Amy a long time ago.
I cannot believe we had zero crossover.
I know, I can't either, but I got with Amy about this years ago after I saw her do the John's Predator, and I said, hey, could you do a C-3PO for me? Never seen a C-3PO.
Really?
I've never seen one.
Oh,
with the light up.
Do I have a picture to show
LED
you?
You have a C-3PO?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Not me.
I wanted a C-3PO because I just thought it'd be awesome, because there's so many different Star Wars ones, but I don't see C-3PO at all.
No, you don't. This is the only one that I have, and I do believe, was it this episode of this podcast, or the last one that I told you about my Dr. Horrible outfit?
Yes, Dr. Horrible last episode. Oh, you found one. Look how nice that looks.
But it was everything legit. Like, I'm losing my mind, because it was
shiny and everything.
It was the quality. I could have sworn
of the movie
that was Anthony Daniels in there. Like he sounded.
See, that's what I'd want.
He sounded just like him. He moved just like him.
It's so unique a costume.
Here's what's beautiful about it too. He recognized my costume and told me to behave myself. Behave yourself, Doctor. And he was like quoting Dr. Horrible to me, but in character, like in C-3PO character, as if he knew the movie.
That's wonderful.
It was one of the best costumes I've ever seen in my entire life.
I would love.
I'm really surprised by that. But that you would want to be C-3PO though.
But I've never seen it. You've got to see it. I've never seen it. And that is beautiful.
And that is the quality. Like that is
that
movie.
attracts you more than Stormtroopers, more than Darth Vader.
God.
You see them all the time.
Absolutely.
I'm not knocking those because I do think they're nice.
They're magnificent.
I've seen R2-D2s.
I have too.
I've seen people.
That is the only one I've ever seen, and I've
never seen one.
Top.
It's beautiful.
It was
it
he walked off the set, and he not only had the perfect costume though, he was in character. It could have been Anthony Daniels for all I know. Like I don't know if he was there signing autographs or not, but.
That's really awesome.
It could have been him. It was magnificent, and I'm so interested though that's what you would want to do. You would want to do the C-3PO.
I'd want to do the C-3PO. I think that'd just be an awesome one because, like I said, I've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm. Is it just because of the novelty that you're like, I want to see it?
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do it.
I'd like to be it too because you'd be the hit.
That's true.
Like,
that
I'm sure
dude.
That guy
oh
was.
my gosh! Yes, absolutely. You saw the excitement. What
time was that again?
That was the first Fan X in the Salt Lake City.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And look at my face. Like I'm losing my mind.
I know.
Like and when he recognized me as this is my reaction when he recognized my character, and then I was like, "He just knew my name," or whatever. He gets
He's
me,
like,
man.
"Yeah, I'm speaking over 6 million."
Right, and he probably did say something just like that,
and
it just nailed it. It was so good.
That's so great.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Saturday morning,
Samoflange.